Hey everybody, welcome back to the Two Whites and a Blue podcast. Mike and Will. Today, Donald Trump tweeted, "Tim, bring back the home button. The slide is no good." If you were going to send a tweet to Tim Cook, what would you tell him?
He's got a point.
Do you think?
He's got a point.
You think he's got a point?
I think it's so dumb that they just took away the home button. Like there's such a margin for error. He's right. Donald Trump. I'm backing Donald Trump.
Bring back the headphone slot too.
Yeah, there's such money grabs. Like just like
that's probably the first thing you've ever agreed with Donald Trump on.
Maybe. I just keep those quiet if I do agree with him.
Welcome back to Two Whites and a Blue. Okay, what have you been doing with your money? It's been a couple weeks since you recorded. Today's the 25th of October. I think we last recorded on like the 10th or something. Or I guess the 11th.
It's probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Somebody's been playing hooky.
All right, well, I guess we can start with me then.
What have you been doing? What have you been spending your money on weekends?
I went on the cheapest vacation I probably have ever been on.
Okay. Fast women.
Interesting. I like fast cars and fast women.
Well, I went to Kentucky.
Did
to
you?
go rock climbing, yeah.
Oh, geez, okay. That's good.
So I went there for 5 nights. It was $6 a night to camp. Yeah.
It's fucking highway.
And we drove down.
How camp? Where'd you camp? On the side of a highway?
What
is $6 anywhere? That's a Big Mac meal.
It's a pizzeria / campground. AKA just a field with like 150 tents in it.
And a stove oven or a rock oven or whatever those are.
What's a rock oven?
Where they cook the pizza in, bro.
Oh, it's like a wood stove or like stone stove oven thing.
Stone stove. Is that it? Whatever. Who cares?
You were the guy. You worked in a kitchen once upon a time.
Yeah, but not with a fucking rock oven.
That's definitely not what it's called.
Was it a good trip?
Sounded good.
Yeah, it was super
good trip.
Yeah, but like it was 5 days, and I probably spent less than like $250.
That's cheap. How much does rock climbing cost? I mean, it's not like you have to pay for the rock faces if you're outside, right?
Yeah, you're just on public or private land. It doesn't cost anything to actually rock climb. There's $6 a night to sleep in a tent on this guy's land, basically. And we went to Walmart before in the States, so it was like cheap as fuck. Each meal was like
you went to a
couple
Walmart?
Bucks. Yeah.
How was it? A U.S. Walmart.
Was it overweight?
Man, there was like a 10 or maybe a 15-pound bag of Lucky Charms for like $6.
But like no cereal, just the marshmallows.
Just the marshmallows.
Oh,
yeah. It came in like those.
Can you get those
in the States? Probably only.
Yeah, probably.
Diabetes is your friend.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, honestly.
So that's what you did for the last 3 weeks.
Well, I was only there for like 5 or 6 days,
what
but
else did you dump your money on?
Went to the cottage, bud.
Yeah, gas. Lots of gas. It's funny, on my way back from Kentucky, it's like a 12-hour drive.
Did you take the 407?
I didn't. I did not take the 407.
To Kentucky?
Yeah.
No, that's funny. It took us an extra 3 hours to get to Kentucky because the guy had no tolls checked in his fucking Google Maps. Which, whatever.
3 hours is a long time for a couple bucks in tolls.
We stopped in two McDonald's on the way down there.
Yeah.
And then two McDonald's and Taco Bell.
Did you light up the dollar menu on the... Because McDonald's has the solid dollar menu, right?
Man, it's funny. We went down there and the guy's like, "Oh, like I'll take a salad." And they're like, "Oh, we don't make the salad here." He's like,
"This is America, you idiot."
He's like,
salad.
He's like, "It's on the menu." She goes, "Yeah, no, we just didn't feel like making it."
What? You can just decide what you want to do or not do?
Yeah. And then he's like,
"Are you
"What?"
fucking kidding me?"
He's like, "Seriously?" She's like, "I'll go ask if they want to make it." They went in the back, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, we'll make you one."
I'll go ask if
he's
they
like,
want
"No, he's not really
Yeah.
feeling like making it today."
That's exactly what it was.
These are the people that Bernie Sanders wants to pay $15 an hour.
Yep.
Insane.
Yeah.
You won't even get together the wilted lettuce for a couple of travelers? Are you kidding?
They probably don't even make it. It's probably just comes in a package. It's just in a fridge.
You're probably right.
And they've definitely never made it before either.
No.
What about you,
B
Mike?
Squad. What I spend my money on?
Well, it's been a couple of weeks. Yeah, I would imagine you haven't been at. You're not in the green over the last few weeks, are you? I hope
I
you
am in
are.
the green
That's
as of
good.
today.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
man.
Payday?
As of today.
A
Today
little bit of a lucrative day for me today.
Oh.
True.
Yeah, I paid about $25 a device hooked up today. A little incentive.
That's not bad.
We went off.
Doing a little piecework?
Little piecework.
Oh.
And they gave us Red Bull and we made us race. So we fucking cooked.
Is that allowed? That might be an OSHA violation.
Whatever. That's when you're working for
There's
cash. There is no violations. Just don't scuff the walls and watch the ladders and make sure the lights work. That's the violations.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was pretty good. Made some money. So
That is good.
But like spending wise basis, same shit. I'm gonna say it every week until I make a super irresponsible purchase. But like actually I went off the rails a lot. I went to the bar, a few bars, did that shit. Whatever, just whatever, pubs, nothing crazy, nothing, no stories.
Super unnecessary.
Yeah, no stories to tell. Not even worth saying the bar's name.
Sizzle?
Nothing happened.
Was it Sizzle?
Yeah, it was Sizzle. But I couldn't get in because I didn't have my dress shoes in. But they made me pay cover for standing in line.
You also didn't have a gold chain on.
And I'm not a huge bird, so
The
I didn't
worst.
go to
I was gonna say the worst part is that I can't tell if this is true because that's definitely what would happen if you went to Sizzle.
Joey, you're the
without
only
dress shoes
person
on.
here who would go to Sizzle.
We'll talk about that on another podcast. The last 2 weeks for me, with my money, what have I done? I blew a bunch of money on this recorder, Zoom H6 Zoom.
Hope you
Zoom
appreciate
H6.
it.
It's fucking sick, but
We don't even know.
Yeah,
if
we
it's
don't even
sick.
know.
This is
Look,
the first time
I
we're
jumped-
using it.
sick. It
I
looks super
jumped
cool.
on it. I jumped on it early, and
I don't even think we have a viewer yet. On
It was
this
a bit.
podcast.
It was a bit. It's a bit like over my head. Look, at the very least,
I
I'll use
figured
it. I'll use it for the Oshega podcast. It'll be cool for that. It'll be a lot easier to do like the
plug?
remote
No
stuff.
free plugs.
Well,
What do you think
We'll
this
beep
is?
that out.
Yeah, what do you think this is?
we gotta pay from. I gotta pay to plug my own other show.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Well, I
Does we
gotta
get a piece?
Well, we'll see. If you guys maybe come to the festival, you can do an interview, an episode. I'll sell ads on your episode.
It's like going to Sizzle, Joe.
What I took on another major expense that I went back on. I say major. I was gonna buy a video game this morning, and I opted not to buy it
Good
because
move. What video game?
Outer Worlds from the makers of Fallout. You
I've-
Fallout
I've
guy?
seen-
You don't even play video
I don't
games.
even know.
So
I don't,
you're like, it's
I don't
completely
really
out of the
get it.
realm for you.
I've seen fucking ads for it. I don't know what it is.
It looks good, but I just don't have time. I don't think to do that kind of shit.
Yeah, me too.
so
To put it into
so
like
I
a game like
yeah,
that.
so
Yeah,
I
you just
stayed
need
away.
to get like NBA and NHL.
I'm
like,
gonna
quick
have
games.
Pokemon
Yeah,
when it
things-
comes out. I'll be getting Pokemon, for
Pokemon?
sure. Me and a couple of my buddies are gonna get it, and we're
What
gonna
is
play.
what is for Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be getting that, and
That's
I
cool.
also went down today to New to You to look at mics
Oh yeah.
and mixing boards. Yeah.
You're going deep. Yeah, I like it.
Well, I want to know because I can still return this thing for like another 3 weeks, right? So if I decide that I could spend that money somewhere else for cheaper, and it was good seeing the New to You crew. Always good seeing them. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Those are your old boys.
yeah.
Well, a couple of my buddies.
Your
There.
old
The owner
boys.
was there, Dean Pearson. Always
Still,
a good guy.
still same guys working there.
He owns
Couple
the place.
guys,
He
though?
owns the place.
I mean, like ex-colleagues.
I saw Mandy, the jewelry girl. She's been there for longer than. I mean, she was there before I started, and she's still there now. So she's there hawking rings.
That's
at
a
reasonable
craft. That's a
price.
craft, though, right? To
She
find,
kn-
like
She knows, man.
know,
she
like,
knows. Yeah.
levels of
Yeah.
gold or whatever.
I have
it's real
seen-
or fake.
I have seen.
Do you work one too?
I just know the game, and I watch Pawn Stars.
I have seen Mandy sell jewelry to people who didn't need jewelry at all. They come in.
Does
with, like, their
anyone need
girlfriend.
jewelry at all?
Hard to say. If
I
you
feel like
come
that's a
in,
pretty unnecessary expense.
I know that there's guys who come in there.
Hey,
and,
where are you going? You want a ring?
and you know what I would buy from New to You? I would buy gold chain or bracelet if I wanted one. I'd buy a loose diamond if I was in the market for one, and I would also buy scrap gold because they melt scrap and sell it to you
Oh yeah.
by the ounce, right?
So, like, I know this is a hypothetical, but like, can I ask why would you buy that ever?
Can I ask what a loose diamond is?
Yeah, just
A
the,
loose
just a rock,
yeah,
just to have it.
yeah.
Are
Why?
you like a doomsday? Like
You are
No,
Italian.
no,
You're
no,
just an
but
Italian guy.
At some point,
You just want some hard goods.
it may not be a bad idea. You know what
No,
I mean?
money and
like, we
rocks.
can get into the diamond scarcity thing, and De Beers is like locking down most of those diamond mines, anyways. But
Let's not.
yeah, the point is that if you wanted to buy a little bit of gold ever, never buy it from a retailer. Go to a pawn shop. Go to a gold vendor. Go to you never buy it ever at retail.
Yeah, it's like in a
markup.
pawn
It's
shop.
nuts.
In a pawn shop, it's from someone who sold it to them, right?
Pawn shop,
and they
yeah.
know, right?
And so I'll be clear.
yeah, that actually makes sense.
The
So
pawn
that's-
shop, like New to You, isn't really a pawn shop. Doesn't have a pawn license. So a pawn license, if you want to be a pawnbroker,
It's like a buy and sell, right?
sort of. Yeah, New to You is. But so to cooperate with police and to have your sort of buy and sell establishment license, you have to hold everything you buy for 30 days. Pawnbrokers don't have to do that.
I thought that was more of a pawn thing, no?
No, it's both, right? Pawnbrokers don't have to do it. New to You does have to do it. New to You cannot issue you a loan for your stuff. Pawnbroker
okay.
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the difference.
Right.
When you bring your stuff to a pawnbroker, it's collateral.
Right.
If you give it to new to you,
Mhm.
they don't have to give it back to you.
Yeah,
True.
sold.
They hold it for 30 days, but they don't have to give it back to you. If you come back
Right.
and you're like, yeah, I got paid. I want my PlayStation back. They can be like, too
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
dog.
I
Like, that's
sold it
it.
for 400,
You know,
I sold
like,
it for
you're
500.
not getting it
you're
back.
paying
That's,
retail.
that's all. Exactly. Yeah, you pay the markup. To Dean's credit, he doesn't usually do that. But anyways, it was a really good visit. Missed those guys a lot. It was a good job when I had it. Easily still, I learned the most in like the 3 or 4 years I worked there.
It's a long time
Compared
to work
to, oh man, the stuff you learn there too and the people you deal with,
Yeah, weird skills you got to learn.
stuff that's
Yeah.
only going to be for Patreons, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I bet, man. A lot of shady stuff goes down in those shops. I can only imagine.
So what are we going to talk about today? We had a couple of ideas in the group chat. This is probably the lowest prep episode we've had so far.
I don't know. You see the first one we ever did? That's not aired.
No one will.
That was
see
no
so
prep.
it's all
Well,
good.
unless you start paying for
That
views
one
and
was,
you get a Patreon.
there was a lot of inappropriate commentary sprinkled in there. And then we started using the icing powder packer thing to get it in there. The commentary was heavy, dense, and all over the place in that episode.
I don't know. I think you're overthinking it.
That's why we're not
None of us have
releasing it.
even listened to the second one. We're too afraid
No,
to.
I know. I haven't played it. Yeah.
I didn't even listen to the first one.
I don't even
haven't
know
heard it.
where's the file for the second one. I don't have it.
I want to hear
I
it.
don't know.
I want to
It's
hear
probably
the
like
first one.
it's
I
probably
think-
sitting on this laptop.
Basically,
somewhere.
we were just like what these guys are explaining to me was we were wasted. Because we were like I was. Super,
If we have to explain it
we
to you,
started.
that
Yeah,
means
we
you were.
started.
we were drinking.
We
before
we hit
dinner.
record
We
at
went
like
to dinner.
8 beers.
Yeah.
So it was like okay, well.
And then we hit record again after 12.
I honestly
Yeah, we
think
can do
if,
another
I
one, it's
honestly
easy.
think if the first one didn't get personal, I mean, I say
Whatever,
personal.
fucking whatever.
Really, it was between the three of us, but the people we were talking about. If we didn't get there, I would release that one.
Fuck them.
Okay, what are we talking about today? Should we go right to Mike's notes? Or are we
can.
gonna go to? I think we should go to.
I think we should finish on Mike's notes.
Okay.
Sure.
You have a fake ETF today?
I don't.
I didn't do one. Either.
You'll get
Do you
one.
have
You'll get one
So
randomly.
we're skipping the fake ETF today.
Yeah. Did we even done it yet? Have we done? Oh, we guessed.
No,
it.
we did it
always
on
Fake
guess it.
ETFs? We've
Yeah,
done
we
it.
guessed
Yeah,
it.
we've done it.
yeah.
I was half looking one up before you guys got here, but I
me
decided not
too.
to finish it. It's okay. Next week we'll do it. I want to start then with
Yeah, we're off,
one
like-
thing we talked about a bit today is the dumb ways you spend your money, and even dumber the ways you justify it. I got some bad habits still into my 30s that I wish I didn't have. Nothing like that's egregious, but like I said, today I almost spent $80 on a video game that I probably will end up buying at some point in like a moment of weakness.
Just wait till it's on sale.
I probably won't wait. I'll probably get it like next week or something when I get paid. I'll be like, nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Give
Cheap,
it to
so,
me. Yeah,
for
but I'll
sure.
be like, you know what? I didn't do this or this, and I'll justify these savings, imaginary savings.
Yeah.
That's the worst way to justify
That is
shit.
the worst thing, man. Yeah, for sure. You
It's the
definitely
worst
shouldn't be
way.
like rewarding yourself for saving money by spending money.
Yeah, that's
But that's
the
like
most
what you do though.
self-defeating.
That's all of us do that.
A lot of
for
people
sure.
do that.
Oh,
a lot of people
100%.
do that. So I'm gonna do that. The other thing that
You are gonna do it. It's confirmed.
I will at some point. The other thing that
I'll
I
do it
spe-
right now.
The other thing that I
Yeah.
spend dumb money on all the time that I shouldn't is impulse stock or Bitcoin buys.
So not the worst thing in the world.
It's pretty bad though, because if you have a plan to buy like stock every 2 weeks, right? Especially if you buy stock, you gotta worry about the fees. You pay like the $10
Oh, I know.
trading
Yeah,
fee or
for
whatever
sure.
it is.
Yeah, $7.
Yeah, you gotta
If
be
you got
prepared
if you
to
gotta
buy
pay
a
that
lot.
fee every time you buy, and your buddy like riles you up about a stock, and they're like, "Trust me, this is something good." You do a little research, you like it already, and then you do a little research, it looks good, and you're like, nah,
Man, that's my problem.
All right.
I only read the positive news. Buddies will tell me about a stock, and I'll be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm super down. And then read about it, be like, only read the positives, and like totally like negate the negatives. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, that stock's going to 100, no doubt, for sure.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Well, what are your you got
My
a couple,
my bad spending
just a
habits.
couple of vices that you know you shouldn't have.
Okay,
but
so,
you
like-
justify it. Not
Okay.
the stuff you know is bad. The stuff
Yeah,
you,
but that's
the
the
stuff you
thing.
think is good, but really not really.
This is the thing. Cause like every time I know everything I buy is stupid. I just do it anyway.
I don't need anything.
I what?
I don't need anything.
You don't need it?
I don't need any of the
Any-
things
any-
that I
No,
spend money
no.
on.
And like I don't even have justification for it because I'm just so brutally honest with myself. I'm just like, this is stupid. I'm just doing it anyway.
Same.
I just go to the mall. I'm like, I don't need these fucking shorts. Buy
God
them.
damn, I look good in them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking tape for my hockey stick for no reason. Like I have full rolls. I'm like, I'm probably gonna need it eventually. Just
It's
buy
not going to
it.
waste, yeah.
So stupid. And, well, it's okay. My main thing though is going out for dinner.
Yeah.
That's killing me right now.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
brutal.
but it's like
It's
my
so
favorite thing
avoidable.
to do. It's my favorite thing to do with the going out with the boys or whatever. Just going out, grabbing some food and some pints. Next thing you know, it's like get your bill. It's almost $50.
Yeah.
At
You're like,
least.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like I just like for some reason it's like you're there for like 2 hours. You're like, well, there goes $50.
It's the absolute greatest thing in the world to come to go to a restaurant and you order like what'd you get, Mike? You got maybe an app, maybe like a meat heavy meal, two
Dude, this
beers.
thing, we never get the apps.
Like,
We just go right to dinner.
They come over to your table and they're like, hey, how you guys doing? Good. You guys need something to start with? No, we're gonna get something to drink.
Yeah,
And we'll go
pictures.
get beer. Okay, well here's the drink menu. Everything is $10, and everyone at the table's like, for sure, we're all gonna get something from the $10 drink menu. And then he comes back and he says, well, all the food is $17, and by the way, none of it's any good. And then everyone at the table goes, 100%, we're all gonna get something from that too.
Yeah.
It's the worst. It's the
You
absolute
do it every.
worst.
You do it every. I just like going out to like the social atmosphere though, like
Same.
on Friday or whatever.
Well-
Like can skip dinner.
Well, the thing is for me, like when we have hockey on Saturday nights at 5:15 to 6:15.
You guys are playing on the same team.
It's just a shitty. It's not.
But yeah.
But we do.
But like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the problem is like we're with the boys after hockey, and it's like
You're
I
primed
don't
up.
I don't want to like leave this scenario.
yeah.
So it's like why don't we all just go out?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like
You
no
all
one's
get a
like
beer in the dressing room. You're already fucking chilling. You
no
might
one's
as
gonna like
well-
offer up their house to like, go back to and like cook a meal at. So it's like I'd rather just keep this train rolling. The only way to do that is to go to a restaurant, get booze, get food.
Yeah.
Where do you guys usually go?
Collins.
Collins.
Every
Yeah?
time.
Yeah.
Every time. It's like the only like the Winch is good food. Thirsty Cactus is just shit wall to wall. I think.
Collins, you probably see other people you know too.
That's
That's like the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the whole
Well, Mike
point.
knows 99% of the staff, dude.
Yeah.
True,
Which
true.
is good, right? Because then
Yeah.
you can end up hanging out with them, which is actually kind of decent.
They ever double your meat without charging you?
No,
Too bad.
but I don't know. But they don't stiff me. I'll tell you. I'll say that.
They
But
don't
they don't.
spit in his food.
That's
Yeah.
decent.
It's pretty good perk.
That's worth the money. Not having saliva on
Yeah.
your food.
Yeah, it's not
Pretty cool.
bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what like where I know my money's going that it shouldn't. But that's like the main thing, is that. Like, thank God I'm not like a heavy pot smoker anymore or anything like that, because I couldn't afford that I could not afford that anymore.
Edibles are legal now, right?
Yeah, just
Mhm.
recently.
Pretty sure.
Just
Can you get
recently.
them at Hello Cannabis?
I don't know. Yeah,
I've never been in
honestly
there. No?
never been in there. Yeah, I don't smoke anymore. I don't
I've never been in there.
Have you ever bought weed?
Government
fucking-
weed?
illegally?
No. At
Any
period.
weed? Yeah, I think so. I would guess like in university for sure I bought weed.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because you're not really.
So you have to think about
I'm
it.
not really. Yeah, but you guys, I don't smoke weed. You guys know that.
That's what I was wondering.
Edibles I've had, but I've never bought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
don't know.
fucking been in some shady places.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Buying
yeah.
weed? Well, because they had the
Yeah.
dispensaries here for like a year that were
Those-
unlicensed, run by Hells Angels.
Those were like legit like trap houses. It was insane.
Yeah.
Like you'd walk up, ring the doorbell. It's like a buzzer, like meh.
You have to show your ID
ID to the camera.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you hear the door unlock. Just meh.
Where's this?
Unlock.
What dispensary is
Uh,
that?
they've done that.
George
one
and
by-
Peach?
no, what the fuck? Mary Jane's Closet is what it's called. It's right near Emilio's. If you go down
I know the area.
You know
Yeah.
where Mason's is?
Yeah.
right there, that street.
Oh.
Sketchy.
really?
It got shut. They'd be like, and then go in there, man, and there'd be like teenage girls, like young, but they're pothead
They're like
teenage girls.
cokehead?
Yeah, but
Working
they were
there?
like
Working there?
Yeah, they were like fucked up. Like either sitting there like twitchy and like look, they were like super giggly and cool.
Well, probably
But then
because
there's like a real sketchy dude in the back, just like sitting there, like he's there, but it was like just like you're at like fucking Dennis and Terry's house.
100%.
Like
yeah.
you gotta hang out for a
Flappy
bit.
Bird
And the
Brothers.
Flappy Bird Brothers.
I love
Yeah.
dropping names on this podcast.
No, that's a Trailer Park Boys reference, man.
Thank God.
Dennis and Terry's fucking. Yeah, I go to the Flappy Bird Brothers.
There's a lot of people I think who are going to be spending probably a ton more of their income on weed instead of booze.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
instead
so
of
too. Yeah,
booze.
I think so too.
Because there's like this weird. I don't know if this is true or not, and I don't know if you guys do either. But I would guess that there's going to be this like shift from alcohol is
Alcoholism.
unhealthy for you, blah blah blah. You can get the same feeling, quote unquote feeling from
It's not even
edibles,
fucking
and
close.
it's,
No,
and it's
it's
not even
healthier, and it's
fucking
healthier.
But who's that going to trick? Anyone that's done.
But they
like
don't care.
weed
But they don't care
or-
about people who do weed. What are you, 100 years old?
I know.
Well, I do like. I'm definitely willing to wager a lot of money. Like, if you were to like take a majority vote, like take a fat sample of people, like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
If you ask them if you could give up one or the other, more people would give up alcohol over weed. Guaranteed.
You think?
100%.
Well,
Because I know I wouldn't either, but we don't smoke
If you don't
regularly.
smoke,
None of
yeah,
us
you
do,
wouldn't,
right? That's just
yeah.
like it's
Sure.
stupid. But like,
But
I think over in like a massive scale of people, there's more potheads than there is alcoholics.
but you think you in your prime of smoking pot, would you have given up pot?
Yeah. No, I would have given up booze.
Booze?
Yeah,
I still
fuck
don't think
it.
I would
For
have.
Really?
sure. For sure. Yeah, 100%.
What was the most? I mean, don't incriminate yourself. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
I
But
don't care. It's over.
what is the most pot you were smoking day to day?
Ooh, half quarter probably, 3.5 grams.
A day?
Probably a day.
Consistently a day?
Yeah.
No
I
way.
was smoking so much.
What's half quarter? $25?
35,
yeah.
35 when you're buying good shit.
You think that much back then?
Yeah.
Even with the King Bowl, that's it?
Yeah.
Half.
So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a lot. I think it's a lot.
No, but like even when
I
was
couldn't. I
smoking
would never
joints-
buy more than a half quarter. I would never go out and
Yeah,
buy
but
like
would
a
you?
half one.
What's just that tells me you weren't doing that every day though. You'd buy a half quad every day instead of just being
This
like.
was like in like a very short period when I was like very. It wasn't like super long.
True.
It was like a period. Like I'm just saying, like the worst I've ever been.
That's
Like,
the
yeah.
most you smoked.
That's still
Yeah.
$35 a day.
Talk
Yeah,
about
shit,
that.
I
Talk
couldn't
about
afford
dumb
it.
ways to spend money.
that was at
Yeah,
when I was
no
working at
shit.
the Collins. Is what I would do. I would
You
just
ever go
work
back
and then I
and
would
look
just
at, like-
blaze tons.
You ever go back and look at how much money you spent on dope?
No, because
that
that would be so depressing.
I wish you could check that out.
Yeah, but there's no statistic. It's all cash.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody wants to know that figure.
Yeah, it's
No.
depressing. It's a lot of money, but I mean, I don't really regret it. Fuck it.
I
It's
think
over now.
the dumbest.
Well, whatever. What else is I gonna do with that fucking money?
Man,
Spend
the
dumb
worst.
shit anyway.
Some of the worst shit I've ever done with my money. You know, apart from the video games thing. Actually, it's in the same vein. When I was working at the pawn shop, New to You, stuff would come in all the time, and New to You would sell stuff at half of retail. That was the rule. You sell whatever you get for half, unless it was like brand new game or brand new item.
So is that just like what's the lot? Just move
Just
items.
yeah, volume. Yeah,
Just,
everything comes out.
Because he's
comes
making a
out,
profit regardless.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you don't have to
it's
dust
a
the
great.
inventory.
Yeah,
it
they
is
buy
an
below retail and then sell at
outstanding
half.
business
Yeah, yeah.
model. Outstanding business model. And that guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And so I think probably I spent a ton of money that place was paying me at the time. And actually, I still had my Fed job for a while I was working there on weekends. I would guess I spent like more than $2,000 one year on shit from New to You that I just wanted.
But what kind of shit?
All you name
Just
it.
items,
You name it.
just-
Laptops. Remember when
Anything.
netbooks
I can
came out?
imagine that.
No.
When netbooks, like
What
these,
is a
these
netbook?
tiny little laptops that like are straight, basically word processing, browsing videos on YouTube.
We're not
that's
all
it.
35 years old.
It's like a Chromebook before Chromebooks were a thing.
It's just like a compact laptop
Yeah.
that's like very minimal.
There's no
thing.
like heavy firepower on it. It's just
Yeah.
like whatever you
You
can
can probably
get
play
on the
RuneScape
web.
on it.
You think?
Maybe.
You can apparently play RuneScape on your phone now.
RuneScape,
can.
we know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, you guys know? Sorry, never mind.
got it on there.
Mike's pulling out his phone. He's about to show me. He's about to show me. Password's going in. He's scrolling. The screen is laggy. Doesn't matter. Even with this, even with the laggy screen, RuneScape's still gonna run for
course,
sure.
laggy.
For sure.
It is laggy.
Music,
No shit, it
music's
is.
about to come on. That's an iPhone 6.
Yeah, it's fucking iPhone finish is what
It's
it is.
alright.
Piece of trash can't even run Google Maps.
Well, this is what you should. This is what you should have said on the intro. When you tweeted Tim.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You can tell.
Fix the iPhone
You can
6,
tell him.
man.
yeah, whatever.
You
I'm
can
not. I'm pissed about how shit my phone
This
is.
is-
But the home button still works like a charm. It's
It does
perfect.
work good. Don't worry about gestures. This is my beef with the way I've spent money in the past, and probably other people are like this too. It's so much easier to justify spending your money on dumb shit if you know, not like the story behind the stuff you're buying, but if you know like the stuff you're buying is a good deal. Whether you know someone at the
fuck
store
yeah.
you work at, or you work at the store, or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Well, like
this was like a dude. This was a disease at New to You because we were trained to buy only the stuff that we thought would go, whether it was
Right.
CDs, DVDs, video games, audio equipment, car audio especially was another one. I was lucky
Yeah.
I didn't have a car with like a swap out deck on it at the time.
Yeah.
But if I did, you bet your ass I would have been
yeah,
buying
man.
all kinds of dumb Sony Explode
Lucky they
car
didn't buy a
audio
used
stuff.
brand,
Yeah,
too.
exactly, right? And I bought a couple of cell phones working there that I never even used. Like I had like a new BlackBerry on my
That's-
plan. I bought like
that's
Samsung
the
Galaxies and
stupidest
stuff.
Do you think that you did that because like you're just constantly surrounded by shit?
that's
all-
100%
so
what
you're
it
just
is.
seeing like I want that.
You're
I
like,
want
this
that,
is
I don't
these.
need
This
that.
is the best. Is like during the day, it would be to your benefit to play with the gear that you had in the store, so that you knew how to use it. Right.
Right.
The expression that I hope I'm not giving away too many trade secrets here. The expression we always used to use was, "You got to be the plumber." So if someone comes to you with something, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's on the shelf, you better know how it works more than they do.
Or just fake it till you make it.
But that doesn't work because people would come in, like these audio files used to come in and look at like, I remember we had this thing called a Moon CD player. You ever heard of a Moon CD player?
Mm-mm.
The thing is like as big as my
Yeah,
laptop.
not 35.
No, you'd have to be 55 to know about this. The thing is as big as my laptop. Probably weighs 20 pounds, 15, 20 pounds. All it does is play one CD at a time, not MP3. And it's like the processing and the preamp and stuff in the CD player is apparently like next level. But for you and me and Mike, you'd never know. You'd be like, this is just a shitty CD player playing my S Club 7 greatest hits, Dance Mix 98, whatever. You'd never know the difference. But people would come in and be like, oh, did you know about like this connection, that connection?
Well, how do you price that out when you're buying it? Though?
You look online, see what it's gone for on places like eBay, their website, whatever. See what their most recent sales are, and then you kind of decide. Like you have to make a decision based on kind of what Dean wanted, the guy who owns the place wanted, what other people in the store, would give you input on. We had like one guy, Mike, who was always good selling audio, so he'd be like, I don't think we can sell this for $1,000. Like we gotta sell this for less than that or whatever, and then you gotta come to an agreement. But I mean, getting back to the point, you're around the stuff all the time, and worse, you get to fidget with it. If it's like with you and stuff, we used to borrow stuff all the time. Again, air quotes, borrowing stuff. You'd get something brand new in the store, you'd take it home for a couple of weeks.
Get to know it.
Yeah, play with it, right? Because you got 30 days.
Okay.
So you'd bring it home for 30 days, whether it's playing a game or doing whatever, right?
Bass guitar.
Guitars, amps, stuff like that. And you bring it back when a little before it was time to go on sale or when it was time for it to go on the floor, and you'd know everything about it. But then
polish it off.
You'd want one.
One,
and maybe you'd buy it, right?
Man, like I can't.
That was probably his whole business plan.
I don't go
selling the staff. That's it. That's how he's making money. Selling the staff.
I don't even go into pawn shops. As soon as I get in there, I'm like a kid on Christmas.
It's so great.
Everything in there.
And there's so much variety. Like when you go to Staples, Best Buy, whatever. Like I like going to Best Buy, especially on like Black Friday. I always go on Black Friday. Even if I don't buy anything, I get up, I have my coffee, I go there at 6 a.m. I've been doing it for years. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Psychopath.
And I get there and I'm like, this is all right. I might get something on sale here that I need. Like we got our Chromecast there. I've bought video games there in the past, hardware, video stuff, whatever. When you go to New to You or like a secondhand store, the shit is different every time you go in. Because every morning they roll out a full day of buys from a month ago. And so every time you go there, you're like, this wasn't here before. That wasn't here before. I didn't know you guys bought this. Do you have any more of these?
It's like if Kijiji had a brick and mortar store.
Exactly. And you're there and you're like steady enjoying like the experience of letting, like those guys will let you play with anything. They'll set you up at the audio booth and they're like, go for it. Have fun. If you steal it, fine. You break it, we'll figure it out. But that's like, that place was bad for spending money.
Good job, though.
Great job. I enjoyed every minute.
Did you notice like sales decline when Kijiji was like a big thing?
Kijiji was there when I started.
Oh yeah.
We used to put stuff on Kijiji from time to time.
It seems stupid. Why would you take it to a fucking pawn shop when you just listed yourself on Kijiji?
Because it's guaranteed money. It's quick, and there was times where we would do things for people that Kijiji wouldn't do. Like if you have something rare and you want to sell it, like if you got an NES game you think is worth $70, Kijiji is never going to entertain that.
Maybe eBay would, but then you got to ship it, you got to get PayPal, you got to get all that stuff. Right.
Coming New to You, we already got PayPal, we got eBay, we got everything. Give it to us. Take $5 off your price, whatever, for your cost, your time, and we'll take care of the rest.
I guess you can have a fucking garage sale, and at the end of the day, just take a truckload of shit and fucking New to You.
Also, man, think about how many people are not, especially older people, they're not willing to go on the internet to sell it, and then they gotta do all that shit, then they gotta go meet up, do the transit. No, they're just like, I'll just go sell it to a pawn shop.
Imagine too,
most people just throw it out.
People with kids would come from. He was in a great spot on the mountain. He's in a great spot downtown now too. But there was a karate place next door. La Mall was right across the street. Toys R Us was right there. Tim Hortons. There was churches. The Legion. So you get all these people. But you know what all those places tell me? You got disposable income.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out with the Legion, you got something to spend. If
you're tired as fuck.
Whatever, right? And so you'd come in there, and people would be searching through CDs, DVDs. That was another big loss leader for the store was. You get 2 DVDs, buy one get one half off or whatever, buy one get one free. You come in there for the movies, and you wind up leaving with $100 for the stuff. The best part is that the staff, there's no commission or anything. All he ever told you is make sure people leave here happy. That's it.
Yeah.
Like people like negotiating, negotiate with them. People like feeling like they got a deal, make them feel like they got a deal.
True.
Just remember what we paid, try and make some money, and make sure they leave happy.
Right.
That was it.
That's kind of like that's why I think pawn shops will like last well at Kijiji Series. Like a lot of people like going, they like the interaction like of
Big
selling,
time.
like bartering. It's fun, man.
You've seen, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I saw a study, not a study, but like a report from probably a month ago that brick and mortar retail is down to 2008 levels.
I believe it.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
So like brick and mortar, going to a physical store, sales levels are back to where they were in 2008.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
It's bad for them. Bad for them. That's about when Amazon took off, right?
I was just about to say Amazon.
So, and then, just judging like anecdotally today going to New to You, they got shelves full of stuff. There's tons of people coming in and out. Everybody wants to go to the store.
Pawn shops are recession proof.
They damn near, right? Yeah, because people in the recession sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but the problem is now, like, it's not really a problem. It's a good thing, I guess. But, like, not for them, but, like, how easy Amazon made it. They'd be like, okay, if you can just download the app, we'll make it just press this button, it'll be there in, like, 15
The one
minutes.
button buy kills me. The one
Just
button
buy now,
kills me.
buy
It's
now.
already, it's like,
Yeah.
it's coming. It's already left.
Yeah.
I looked
They have
today.
them, like, on circulation. They got them on the road. Be there in 10 minutes.
Man, I'll order it at 9 a.m. It'll be at my house by, like, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I looked at my
insane.
things. How many orders do you think I've gotten in this last 6
You
months?
a lot.
6 months?
I checked it today.
That's your bad thing. You're
That's
just admitting it right
That's
now.
my crux, 100%. That's
Do you have more than 40
yeah.
in 6 months?
What
You're
are you
big on
buying?
Amazon, eh?
Oh, yeah. Big
If
time.
you
What
can.
the fuck are you buying?
The question is, what are you buying that you could be buying on Amazon?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Yeah.
buying anything. That's the thing. I'm not buying shit. Like, more than 40?
42 in the last 6 months.
6 months? I'm gonna pull mine out right now.
Hold on.
I'm
What are you buying?
I'm big
I
on
looked at
Amazon.
it. I looked at it. Protein, face wash, shit for my bike.
Yeah.
Bought a tent. Bought like a travel pillow. There's a bunch of just like random shit that like.
Travel
What's the difference between a regular pillow and a travel pillow?
Yeah.
It's small.
Wrapped around your, it's smaller.
It's
40
small.
days?
And a neck pillow. Yeah.
How do I get
Yeah.
40? I'll give you 30 days.
I did
How's that?
6 months. I don't know.
I'll give you 30 days. In the last 30 days, I have 5 orders. One of them is for Kenzie though. So
Oh, okay. A couple of mine were also gifts.
yeah,
But
last
like,
That's
6
not- that's-
months.
but the things that like the 42, everything's like 10, 12 bucks.
A tent is not $12.
Yeah, it was like 15 bucks.
Really?
No, it was like
I was gonna say that
It
was
was
like
like
$100
$100
bucks. Like, there's
It was like
no way
$100
you're gonna
bucks.
cheat.
I have 14 orders in the last 60 days, or last 6 months. 14 orders.
I think I have
Crushed,
like. I
yeah.
think I
That's
have
not
like,
that much.
I think I have 2 orders total. Maybe just
do you
one.
have Prime?
I had it. I got
Prime
the
is
free.
killer.
I got the free month.
That's my
You know what it
biggest
was?
thing
You know what
for
my
sure.
one order was that I remember?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is
Oh, I have 2. There's 2, but go ahead.
Your biggest, like most
I
expensive?
have 2. No, I have 2 total.
it wasn't this mic because I bought this mic
Yeah,
for
you did. You did.
But that doesn't count though.
I still owe you
It's not on
2,
his
actually.
account.
I know that's we're going towards my
No,
42.
I had Amazon Prime for 1 month. I bought 2 things.
Is it a supplement?
No,
2 things.
I've also bought
they
shirts
both
and
have to
shit.
do with music.
Oh, CD.
1 CD. What CD?
Fat Joe.
MOP.
MOP. Okay.
MOP. Okay.
And then the other one has to do with music, but it's not a CD. It's a device for a music playing device.
Is you to charge your phone in your car?
It was a fucking iPod Nano charger, and it didn't work.
What?
Didn't work.
Return it.
The one that the one you got me.
One that I got you.
The iPod Nano.
Did
Did
he
you
use
give
your
me that?
Amazon Prime to
I
get
didn't
it?
give you an iPod Nano. Did
Or
I give you?
the mini, the
I might have
fucking-
bought. That's
the
a
mini.
Nano. Yeah, I might have got you an iPod
The mini
Nano
one,
at some
the one
point.
that clips
yeah.
on your shirt.
I got a charger here. You want a charger?
It doesn't. The iPod doesn't work.
Damn.
I bought. For some reason I bought one charger. Gave me 2.
Jeez.
That's how
Jeez.
Amazon works. It is probably just like, oh, yeah, just throw it in a box.
They have a
Whatever.
pile and they just fucking
Yeah.
fire in a box.
See that story about that guy who died working in the Amazon warehouse a couple days ago?
Overworked.
What?
He had a heart attack or whatever, and it took like 25
They just
minutes or
packaged him
30
up and
minutes.
sent him to some guy's house.
It apparently took him 30 minutes to respond to the guy dead on the floor, but 2 days before, it took like 6 minutes for them to realize he threw something in the wrong box.
Oh, really?
See,
Allegedly.
oh my God,
Yikes.
That's according to the
imagine-
Twitter media.
I
so,
can imagine
don't know.
only, but like it's probably not far from the truth, to be honest. Like what I'm hearing about Amazon, like it's not a very ideal place to work. You're like, oh, you could get $15 an hour and then like pension benefits and all that shit. It's
That's
like,
only if Bernie Sanders gets in.
that's the commercial on the fucking radio.
Really?
Say $15
They're
an hour.
advertising on the radio?
Starting
Yeah,
at
not either.
$15 an hour, maybe 15 something.
For what, to work in the warehouse?
It just says for Amazon. I'm assuming in the warehouse. I think it is in the warehouse.
There's probably only like
But
5
then they
people
get-
that work in the warehouse now.
They get you with the pension and benefit. I don't know if it's pension. Maybe just benefits.
There's no way Amazon's giving a pension.
Benefits,
Unless it's
for sure full benefit.
the only reason I would ever consider working at Amazon is if they had some kind of stock option plan.
Yeah.
Because
Or you
that
can be
stock,
shareholder?
you can. That's something you can retire on.
It went
the
down
Amazon
9%,
stock.
or it was down like 9% earlier.
See,
today.
Twitter dropped 20% yesterday.
Yeah.
I'll be buying some of that next week
Would
for
you?
sure.
I would.
100. Why?
Twitter's
I
gonna
don't
stay
know.
live.
Twitter.
It's not
I'm-
gonna go anywhere.
I'm a bigger Bitcoin guy than you. I think Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think Twitter's a good Bitcoin play. If you think Bitcoin's going to do something, I think Twitter's a good place to start because he owns Square.
Square, yeah.
So
That's
okay,
a
so
different company.
why don't we talk about this? This is not on the rundown, but I forgot to mention this to you guys.
Mike's rolling his eyes.
No, but you're gonna like this.
Yeah, sure.
So, sort of, I don't even know what the word for this would be, but like tokenized stocks,
Okay.
where you can buy partial shares. Have you seen
okay.
this?
No,
So
no.
Cash App in the States, which is
Yeah.
owned by Twitter, just
Yeah.
rolled that out. So now if you want to buy $1 worth of Berkshire, you can do it.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't know if I mean, I don't know if I like that or not.
I don't know how I still don't really know how it works. How does that thing work as
But
opposed
that-
to like buying a full share?
But ETFs and mutual funds already do that, no?
Yeah, but ETFs, you need an account with a broker. Cash App, you just need a bank account. That's it. Cash App does everything for you. There's no like third party, no fees, no nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know how they're going to do that.
So Twitter owns that.
No, they don't.
Twitter owns Cash App. Yeah, Jack Dorsey is the CEO of both those companies.
Yeah, Square is a public listed company. It's different from Twitter.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But it's the same.
It's the same CEO.
Yeah.
But buying Twitter isn't going to buy Square.
No, but if you're gonna buy Twitter, you assume that at some point, this is what I assume anyway.
They're going to merge?
No, I think Twitter is going to roll out some kind of like payments/investing platform on the Square as a base, but Twitter will be like the sort of like the vehicle for people to pay each other, buy stuff like
Oh, you
like
think
on
so?
Instagram,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
buy shit on Instagram. I think Twitter is going to do that too at some point. And
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
the feeling, folding my hands here in prayer, that Bitcoin is going to be involved. Please let Bitcoin be involved.
How?
You know, so Twitter pays
I just regret that.
Square pays 6 engineers
Uh-huh.
almost $750K a year to work on the Bitcoin source code under the umbrella Square Crypto. So SQ Crypto on Twitter is them.
Still like a drop in the bucket for them, though.
But it's not a drop in the bucket for the Bitcoin source code team. $1 million. Most people are doing that for free.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like for Square.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How big they are.
So
They're like, we might as fucking well be working on this too. If everyone else is.
But
Here
the
we go,
thing
here's
is,
6 guys.
not everyone else is. Like you saw, Facebook is trying to do their own thing. They don't want anything to do with Bitcoin. They're trying to start their own.
Did they do their-
Facebook's still fucking relevant.
That's what I said.
Well, they own Instagram and WhatsApp.
yeah, but
What has Facebook done in the last 10 years that's an original idea? Nothing.
story.
They themselves?
They
Oh,
bit
they-
Messenger. They stole stories on Instagram from Snapchat. They
They
bought
worked.
Instagram, bought WhatsApp. Yeah, I uninstalled Snapchat from my
worked.
phone.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't even have it anymore on my phone.
That's why the group's been so fucking quiet.
I never even posted in the Dundites Snap group.
You're
Take
right.
it easy.
Big
man.
response.
Take it
Who
easy.
posted in
Big
there?
responder.
Who?
Fucking quick name drop in the group, man. It's exclusive.
Very exclusive. That's what I heard.
People get shot.
Those are our only viewers so far.
Yeah,
Good
only
shot.
Dundites.
Hey,
We have
you guys listen to this podcast, please. We need support.
share it with your friends. There'll be more quality content coming soon. Anyway, yeah, I kind of like the idea of buying like the fractional stocks.
So
Because I was.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, because you said you wouldn't invest in Twitter. You said you would. Why wouldn't you? Like, do you think like you guys are talking about other things, like other companies involved in it? So like,
Yeah.
how does that affect the stock? Because like in my head, the way
You
I
mean
look
the
at
stonk?
the stock, the way I look at it, Twitter's not going anywhere. Twitter is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's super relevant. Everyone uses it. There's no way it's going away. So why?
But does everyone use it? You don't. I don't.
Tons of people use it. Like a majority of people are using Twitter on a regular basis. Twitter is super live all the time.
I think Twitter is more for like celebrities.
That's whatever. Okay. What more do you want then for like advertisement?
No, that's fine for advertisement. I mean, it's not going to die, but I don't think it's going to grow anymore.
Okay, so this is what I'm asking. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't think
arguing
it's
with
gonna grow?
I don't think more
I would.
people are
I
gonna.
would die on this hill 100 times out of 100. That it's gonna
Yeah,
grow.
you think
yeah.
that like the next generation is gonna get Twitter and go all
I'll
over
give
it?
you. I'll give you an example.
No, the next
okay?
generation's stuck on like photos and like how good
There's
you
TikTok,
look.
there's
whatever the
photos,
fuck that
They're
is.
not.
But-
They're not. But they're not using they're not using clever things.
Think.
They're not using their
Think
head.
the other.
Yeah.
Think the other side.
The
So
older generation,
so we know that print media is dying, right?
which is annoying because
We agree
it's
on that.
awesome.
It is.
It's awesome. When was the last time you bought a piece of print media?
What do you mean by? Oh, sorry.
Like newspapers.
What
and
we
shit.
should be saying. What we should
I'm
be.
just, like print media is in like words, like reading words on.
Yeah, what we should be
Media.
saying, maybe I'll rephrase that. Long form media
Okay.
is dying. 1,000-word essays, 2,000-word essays, they're fewer and
Right.
fewer and further between they
Which
ever
is
have been.
not okay.
It's
because
not good.
That's
It's not good.
okay.
But these journos, right? The blue check elite, as we call them on Twitter, they're not going away. They want to get paid and they
Yeah.
want to keep doing work. So what they're doing now is they're moving to Twitter. And you've seen Twitter already. You know, they haven't done almost anything to evolve since they were
Red flag.
Well, no, since they started. They've
Red
never.
flag.
What do you mean?
They haven't done anything.
Yeah, but the 2 or 3 things they've done have all been geared toward either investing Twitter or journalism Twitter. And what they did was they added cash tags, which they never had before. So now if you type in the cash tag of a stock, $ with the stock symbol, you'll get all the tweets for that stock, plus the charts, whatever else, right?
That stock twits out of money.
Yeah, and on the other side, they doubled the character limit and added threading for journos who wanted to do threads on stuff. So they're trying to jump that market that doesn't exist anymore.
They're bridging the gap between long-term print media.
They're doing their best right
Yeah.
now, and I don't know if it'll work. But I think to say it's not going to grow, like we'd have to like get real deep and define grow and define like are we talking about like market cap? Are we talking about user base? Are we talking about ad dollars?
But
like, what's
but
growth?
that all follows. That's like those are all related though. I think your user growth goes up, your market cap will go up. I don't know. I'm talking from a position of not knowing a whole lot because I haven't really researched the stock much because
And you don't have a Twitter account.
I don't have a Twitter
So,
account.
like,
either, I
real
didn't even
will
know
is
how
not a
the
Twitter
Twitter
account.
I got a Twitter account.
Official Stonks will is
I
not.
have not sent one tweet in my entire life.
Damn.
So
How many tweets you got?
Probably like 5.
Jeez, that's
Got a bunch
alright.
of fucking retweets on one actually.
That's
Holy
good.
fuck.
Did you?
Yeah, because I wanted Eminem and Creed to do a collaboration, man.
hold that went viral.
That's good. A lot of
Got
engagement
a
on
bunch
that.
got a bunch of like likes and
Lot
retweets
of
for some
traction?
reason. Lots of hashtags on it.
Did Creed see it?
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. But
They
like,
want to
hey,
take you higher.
I have a question though, because we're on this topic. So you're saying like long form print media is going away. Do you think that was like one of our highest form, like as a race, as a human race? You think that's like one of our most intelligent things that we created?
This is cosmic.
And now that like, what is it? What would you call it? Visual media, like videos and all that. Do you think we're like at the very bottom again? Like we're starting again at like a new.
I think we
don't
can
know
go lower for sure. We can definitely
But
go
do
lower.
you know what I'm trying to say though? Like I'm trying to put it into words. Like we hit a peak and then we kind of like evolve, but like we're at the very bottom again and we're working because like everything I'm watching on like a video is so dumb.
Yeah,
Just stupid people being stupid, and these guys are getting paid millions of dollars.
But
for
that's
being
different
retar-
than
like, being
you can't really
idiots,
compare.
sorry.
Can't really compare like a fucking comedian or whatever.
I'm not talking about
like,
comedians. I'm talking about guys on like TikTok, and these guys they're going to get paid.
You know what I'm saying? You're comparing people on TikTok to like the New York Times newspaper.
No, not at all. What I'm saying is we hit a peak as like with text, writing,
Yeah.
like long, whatever you guys
Yeah.
are trying to say. We hit a peak with that,
Like as a medium of
and
communication.
then now that, yeah, exactly, and now that, but like, and it hit such a point, like, and we did like those are like the most intelligent people are writing this stuff,
Yeah.
and they're getting paid not even close to what like the dumbest people are doing.
I'll take this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll take this.
It's like we hit a peak, and then we evolved in a sense. We got new media, new technology, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And now the dumb people, I guess if you want to put, or maybe they're not dumb. They're lucrative. They're smart. They're getting
Yeah.
paid for this.
Right.
But like it's like the dumbest form of entertainment.
But I think it's like people that are reading an article to get information aren't the same. Like that's not competing eyeballs with TikTok. I don't think.
But it's a mass amount of people, and the people who probably write like the most intellectual people who deserve more money are getting paid peanuts compared to what so and so did on a fucking 10-second video.
Are you thinking like 30 years ago when all this shit didn't exist? That like
No, I'm thinking like right now.
No, I'm saying like but before though, when people didn't have all these distractions and shit of like YouTube, TikTok, Vine, all that shit, that they were like more inclined
I'm
to
saying
like,
in
read these articles.
in the transition between the two, not when it was like when the New York Times was at its peak and everyone was reading that, like just like whatever. I'm saying right now, like, do you think like the New York Times hit a peak?
Yeah.
And now, like, and that peak doesn't even touch what this new form of social media is, or whatever the media is. Sorry,
Right.
like, it doesn't even touch it, which is like a shame to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like,
but you're contributing. You're
100%. I am. I am one of the fucking idiots.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
Of course
sure.
I am, but like,
Yes,
I know
so
that.
am
I know that. But like, I mean, like, I'm just thinking about it like honestly. I'm like, it's insane.
Right.
Like how much work goes into like a finely like crafted article.
Yeah.
And then like a 10-second video, and this guy does a 10-second video is getting tons of money.
But there goes the argument right there. Like all of us, maybe not Joey, but like
Joey, 100% too.
we've all watched all that shit way more than I've read a fucking
100%,
Times magazine
100%.
article.
Let me
So there you go right there.
take
But that doesn't
this.
mean it's not a shame.
Let me take
Oh,
this.
it's a shame for sure.
I think you're making one big you're making one big sweeping error.
Generalization.
No, error.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's
I
that
am,
and
for
it's
sure.
that people who write for the Times or these other big print media places are any good. And I would argue that the real
Well, they're good writers.
they're not.
What?
The real fall off has been in reporting, writing, and especially since this orange man took over south of the border, in sourcing. And so you've seen now over the course of, 3 years, right? And you guys don't follow politics like I do, but every day for 3 years, these sort of monolithic institutions that you're talking about, print media, the Times, Washington Post.
Those are just examples.
But those are good examples, Mike, of journalism publications that were beyond reproach 15 years ago.
Yeah.
No one would touch them. The reporting was good. The journalism was good. Now those same publications are running every day, and even if you don't follow politics, you still see this stuff. They're running every day stories of, this is the end of Trump.
But you're not.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
I think that the decline in quality journalism isn't pushing people to go watch TikTok.
It's not.
Yeah, no, that's-
it's not.
yeah, that wasn't
I don't
my
think it is.
argument
I don't
either.
think it is either. But I'm just saying that the people are leaving the New York Times in favor of sort of shorter time frame, shorter and smaller investment pieces.
Or just more people they trust better. Probably.
Yeah, because now with Twitter and with other sort of independent,
Independent. That's what it's all about. The independent non-biased.
media. That's right.
Yeah.
And these guys are not taking paychecks from people who are telling them to write a certain way.
Yeah.
The drop off hasn't been with the intelligence of the average person. I think 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 9 years ago, I was still as capable as I am today of reading all that stuff and understanding it. But the problem for me, and I would guess a lot of other people too, judging by the way some of these elections have gone in the last little while, including ours, you're starting to see people put up less and less with slant. And the reason they put up less and less with slant is because they see it a lot of places. And the Times and the Post are not exempt from these rules about we have to sell ads. Ads is what moves the needle for us.
Well, they need
right?
eyeballs, yeah.
Exactly. And so you're getting these like sensationalized articles, sensationalized titles. Did you guys see that clip on ABC?
Probably not.
No.
I'll send it to you after the show. There's a clip on ABC, George Stephanopoulos, who does like the big morning show on ABC. So just like as a primer here, Sunday morning politics shows are maximum impact, maximum eyeballs. Mm-hmm. That's where Obama used to go. That's where Trump's been interviewed. That's where these guys go for impact and for hits. Mm-hmm. These guys ran, after Trump pulled out of Syria, they ran a video of what they said was an attack on Kurdish troops. And they're saying this is Trump's fault. He's causing all these problems. Well, somebody on Twitter, independent, was able to match the video they said was a Syrian attack on Kurdish troops with a gun show video from the U.S. 4 or 5 years ago. Really? So these guys cropped out the cell phones recording the shots in the original video, darkened it to make it look like it was night, and sold it to the average American person as warfare in the Middle East, when really it was a gun show in an auditorium.
And it got
in the
Sunday
US.
morning press.
And it's got like 200,000 likes, 1 million retweets, and then they issued a correction, right? This is the new trick from the media. Again, not to like go deep on media bias here, but the trick is to issue a correction a day later once the damage is done, right? You've already done the drive-by lie, and so you issue a correction later. We're sorry, we're not sure how this made it in. You're not sure how it made it in. You had a guy crop out the important parts of the video.
But do you think that they had the guy do that? I feel like they got sent it.
Where is their responsibility? The point
Exactly.
The point still is that these guys are not the bastions of honest reporting that they were 20 years ago.
But they gotta fucking provide something. Like if they get sent this and they're like, yeah, sure, we gotta run something. What do you want them to do? Like that guy.
I want them to report. I want them to source. I want them to vet the things that they print because they have an impact still.
Yeah, of course you want them to do that, but they got fucking heads over them that have a view and a viewpoint. It's a bias
and like deadlines and all that shit.
So to get back sort of to what we were talking about then.
What the fuck were we talking?
You missed my
Twitter
point,
growth.
By the way. You missed
Did
my
I?
point.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
big time.
what was your point?
My point was not like the fucking fall of like long form media, whatever. What was it?
Long form.
Text.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was
long articles.
It was more so the difference of like class, if you will, of the text versus the stupid ass videos that are coming out now. Not that I'm not against these videos. I find them entertaining and funny, but it's just funny how much effort and work went into this article. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be New York Times. It's just like it's a craft. It's like somebody spent their whole life learning how to do this.
Like written work.
It's like they put their heart and soul into an article or whatever, and then some guy just
15-year-old.
I'm gonna pretend to be a cow.
He puts a meme out.
Just like what? But it's like, it sucks because I 100% will watch that video over read that article.
Okay, let me ask you this then. You think because of that, let's say the 25-year-old of today is less informed than the 25-year-old of, let's say, the 80s?
I wouldn't say less informed. I would say like we all get headlines. We can read headlines. You get the gist of what's going on, but they know more in depth what's going on.
So they're more informed.
Who's they?
We're talking general like time frame.
Okay.
People from this
the
era.
25-year-olds of the 80s.
Sure, they are because that was all that was going on though, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now there's like shit going on everywhere. So like, but define informed though. Like just what's going on, like world events.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I would say that they are.
I was around when
We're not going to rallies. They are.
Yeah, fuck no. I'm not doing a sit-in.
I'm staying home. I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'll watch some guy be a cow on TikTok. I don't need to do that.
Do you have TikTok on your phone?
No, I don't. But
I don't
watch
either.
a podcast.
It's always somewhere else. I never see it on actual
I
TikTok.
don't even understand what it is, but
It's
I roll with
just
it.
Vine. It's what it is.
exactly.
It's Vine. It's just that's all it is.
You said it's from by like the Chinese government or something?
It is.
Probably.
Depends on who you ask.
facial
Is it? Yeah?
Yeah, we saw that morning brew probably about it today.
I didn't read today's.
Oh no, yeah, it was about how that was like a security threat.
Really?
Munchkin, whatever the fuck.
I've
that
heard
guy's
this a
name
couple
is, looking
times.
into
Mnuchin.
it.
Steve Mnuchin?
Yeah.
Is he the Federal Reserve guy?
No. That's Jerome Powell.
Powell's the Fed chair, but I thought Mnuchin was another monetary policy.
No, he's the. I don't fucking know, man. He's got. I don't know. Someone wants him to look into TikTok as a threat.
We're all looking into TikTok. We're about 54 minutes, something like
It
that.
has been a while, but just keep
54.
going. No, because
Someone told me the other day at work on a similar topic that there's like discussions in the academic librarians circle, which is a circle that no one has exposure to, including me, except this one time, that we've regressed to basically glyphs on a wall with emojis. Like you can drop like a whole paragraph to somebody in emojis, and you have like kind of a general idea of what they mean.
100% you can have a conversation without words now. You can for sure do
I
that.
honestly appreciate it because it makes responding to things so much
So easy. Someone just said, like, you don't even have to say LOL anymore. You just send that stupid little crying, laughing face.
Or you don't even do that, just to like the comment. Like the comment.
Like is good,
I don't
yeah.
do that.
Likes are
I
good.
hate
Oh,
that.
man, it's so
I hate
easy.
that. That pissed me off. I was like, I liked your comment. I'm like, why don't you just respond?
What's worse?
Fucking piece
No,
of
man.
shit.
No. When I posted an Instagram story last week of Kentucky, I had 13 responses to that. People being like, yo, that's so sick. It's like, what am I going to do? Are we going to do a conversation about this? Fuck no. I'm going to like your comment and move on.
Just be like, yeah, man, it was sick, and that's it. It's like the same man.
No.
This goes into what we were talking about at the gym. How to like get out of a
Get out of the
Get
conversation.
out of a shitty small talk conversation that just wastes time.
Dude, can we?
Yep.
Do you want to save this for social commentary corner? Because I'd love to talk about that.
Sure. When
I
are we
would
going into
love
that? Are we
to
going
talk
into
about
this
that.
episode?
So yeah, we always do.
Okay,
It's
well,
it's a regular segment.
But fuck. Are we just gonna scrap what we were just talking about? Right now?
No. We're gonna keep going.
Okay, so like, yeah, no, I hate it when somebody likes my comment. Unless it's like.
I think it's a big fuck you.
Listen, just so you
It's
guys
just
know,
lazy, man.
I gotta interrupt you for 1
Go
second.
ahead.
Bitcoin started today
Oh,
at
God.
$7,500. You know what it is right now?
$6,500.
7,600.
$9,400.
I wonder how Jordan's is doing.
Is it really?
I'm gonna text Jordan and ask him to check.
Today
his
was a
Bitcoin.
good day in the JOEY
So,
ETF.
what did you buy majority? What would you
my
average?
my
your
average
buy
is
at?
like
JOE
my
ETF.
average
That's
is
a
my
fucking
average is
idiot.
like low sixes.
So 6,200.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm texting Jordan. I want to say check your $100 on.
Check your
Bitcoin.
BTC.
He sold it so long ago.
He did?
He sold it?
No, he
long
sold
ago.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Idiot. Why?
He's an idiot for buying
He
it.
should
Time
have just no,
preference.
but I mean, you put $100 in.
We
just
will
left
we
it
will
there.
eventually at this table talk Bitcoin, and I will field criticisms and questions for a full hour.
You
There's gonna be
have
nothing.
been
We don't
pushing
even
it
know
for
what it's about.
Years, even without microphones, you've been trying to do this.
Yeah.
Mike, buy Bitcoin. I'm like, no, I'd rather not. I just don't want to do it.
I
Should do
will.
it.
If
I
it's easy
should
enough,
do it.
I will.
It's
but
easy.
I'll put $150 into it for sure.
I was like going in. I got the app. I was checking it out.
What app
Then
did you get?
I don't know. The one you sent me. I don't know.
ShakePay.
Whatever.
It's a good app.
I don't know. I don't have any information on it. I looked at it, and then it was like, oh, enter all your banking information on this app. And I'm
No,
like, nah, you see, I don't really want to do that.
That's the Coinbase one. Yeah, Coinbase.
Whatever, yeah, Coinbase. That's what it was. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't even know who these people are. I'm just going to give them all my banking information.
they're a reputable institution.
I don't care. I
Allege-
don't know who
this is
they
what they
are.
allege, anyways. I don't know. Maybe
I'm
they're
not doing it. It's just, if I could do it without giving my banking information, you know
The
what
one
I
I
mean?
the one I
Like,
use
link it
now.
through
You can,
PayPal?
the one I use now, you just e-transfer them. They give you like a unique
I
email
could
for
do
you.
that.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
But, like, I'm not giving them my fucking bank number and my PIN.
We can talk. We'll do a Bitcoin pod.
I don't think I'll be on that podcast.
You should be on it. You
Why?
should be on it. I think.
I would
think
hate my life. That'd be like sitting in a classroom of a subject I'm not interested in.
Bitcoin is a decent way for like guys our age to put 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks a week away.
Yeah, but this is just because you like it. That's why you're
I
saying.
think it's just. I just think
You
it's
can
a
make
good
that argument
idea.
for like any stock though. Like if that's all it is.
Stonk.
Oh, what I say?
Stock.
I meant stock. Brutal.
Jesus
Apologize.
Christ, that was the name of the
Never do that
podcast
again.
originally.
You're cut.
What else do you guys want to talk about?
Slim ice.
We're an hour in,
Yeah.
and
Are we doing social
Let me-
commentary corner? Or are we
sure.
gonna
well,
do, what were you
social
gonna do?
commentary
was-
corner we usually finish on.
I thought we were finished on my notes.
Oh,
we
Mike's
gotta talk about
notes.
Mike's notes
Mike's
still.
notes.
What were you gonna say? Something else?
Yeah, well, we can save it for next week.
What do you got? No. Let's do it now.
You want to go now? Okay.
Let's
well,
go.
no, I just
I
wanna
got
know-
nothing but time.
I
So
just
no
want to know
problem.
if you guys use companies' apps, like the Timmy's app or like the Starbucks app.
I don't.
Do you?
I almost did last week at Subway, and it was completely awful, slow, asking for too much information.
The app did?
Yeah, it was
Really?
terrible. It was like a web app. It looked like it was like HTML5, like the old
It just
YouTube
brought you
app
like a
used to be.
browser?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And it stunk. It stunk.
Really?
But I would probably like use McDonald's. They probably got a good app.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's a good thing because I use the Freshie app
Yeah.
when I need to get food.
I've
at
never
work.
even eaten a
It's
freshie.
there
Didn't
when
even
you
know
get
they had an app.
delicious.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah?
good. It's
Fresh
good
is
for you.
delicious. Yeah,
With
it's
two
good.
eyes.
It's good.
Yeah. So you use the app. It's the only way to get every 7 times you buy it, you get a free one, which is
And you can
good. They're like the thing's like $12.
And you can pre-order it.
And I pre-order and I skip the
pre-order is
line
huge.
every time.
That is huge.
Pre-order's huge.
But like, still, no, I don't really. I just don't like. I don't care. I'll just sit in line. It's
What
like,
companies do you visit enough?
What am I gonna
that you
say?
need
in
an app
30
for?
seconds.
The only one I
No,
visit,
I'm thinking for
that's good.
For money you're saving though.
dude. The only app I visit enough that I would like use it to save money at the cost of convenience would be Amazon. That's
What
all-
about gas cards?
I don't have one. I did have an ESSO card when I was like 20, but I don't now.
I get guys like bonus bucks.
Yeah.
I use those.
See, I
Big
don't.
time.
I should.
That's a
fucking
phone app, right?
100%.
Yeah, and Air Miles, bro.
Dude, I have
I
a.
just hopped on Air Miles and I
Did you?
collected yours. They got a 2-for-1 deal.
You know,
at the
you have
liquor
to
store.
you have
Yeah.
to like refresh or something. Kenzie might know more about this, but you have to like something about the app on your phone for optimum points now. You have to tell your phone where you are, like what your location is. So you can't send
Really?
so you can't send your Optimum card with somebody else to the store.
Oh, true.
Something like that, or to get a deal or something. I don't know.
See, I
I'll
don't
have to
like
ask
that.
her.
Now you're
This is
asking
too
for- you're
much,
asking for
right? Yeah, it's too
information.
much.
I don't wanna
That's what I
get-
think. And every app will do that. They'll be like, "Oh, we want to find out the location that's closest to you. Where are you? Give me your location."
I don't give a fuck about that.
My fucking
I do.
toothbrush.
Bugs me.
My toothbrush wants to know my location.
What do you got, Quip?
No, I got a Oral B.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a quality device, but I don't want to give my toothbrush. What is my toothbrush? Needs to know my. Is it gonna help it remove plaque? What's it doing? It's targeting
so
targeting
weird.
the
Is there an app-
gingivitis.
is
What's
there
the
an app
problem?
involved?
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, I
fuck?
get an app on my phone. It just so it
Oral B would like to know
so
your
it-
location.
So it tells me on my phone. It'll tell me on my phone like, hey, time to switch, quadrants in your mouth. But the thing is,
What the
but the thing
fuck?
is buzzing anyways. So why do I need to
Yeah.
do that? And now my toothbrush is offline, right? It's off the grid. I don't want that. I'm trying to stay off the grid as much as possible.
Yeah, true.
Why would I want
should
my?
have bought a smart toothbrush.
Can you imagine my
Next thing
toothbrush?
you know, you go to the dentist, you got like 16 cavities. Should have fucking let him use your location.
Well, your toothbrush doesn't know where you are.
How does he got
You're
it?
supposed to know. Air quality plays a role.
This toothbrush doesn't even have a home.
There's no way I could have known that.
There's no coordinates.
And the other thing I thought about the toothbrush app is like,
Smartphone?
what? Why is there even an app for this? What? When I buy the toothbrush, why don't they just ask me to send them something about my
Yeah,
location?
but they like loop you in by being like, oh, it'll keep
What do
track
they
of your
loop? What do they
progress.
loop me in on? I'm gonna
It'll
pull up
keep
the
track
app.
of
Progress.
your teeth brushing
And the
progress.
other thing it tells you,
It's like
to do
sync
is-
to your Fitbit so it knows exactly where it is.
it tells you to change the head on the brush. Like I know when to change the head on the brush, man. I don't need you to tell
Fuck,
me.
I run
I never
that
do.
long. I'm
So
like,
what do we
ah,
got?
fucking-
We got that you need to brush the blue teeth more thoroughly. So I'm showing a picture of my app.
It
right
doesn't
now.
know that. That's bullshit. It's
Well,
just making
it
that
depends. If you give it the GPS location.
Yeah.
up. It knows from there to there.
Also, low key. Do I want the toothbrush sending like signals out of my mouth? My brain is near there. I don't want the toothbrush like doing all this stuff.
I mean, your phone's close enough to your head on that.
My phone's close to my most important parts most of the time. But like even still, like I don't want extra exposure to God only knows what. Like what is this? Too much pressure, 0% of the time. Do I need this information? I need
No.
like a stat rundown of my toothbrush.
You fucking downloaded the
Yeah.
app.
I don't
And you
have it.
spend
This is
$100
the app
on the
store. It's the app
toothbrush?
store. So I got the toothbrush for cheap from my dental hygienist.
Whatever.
Maybe
Did you
she'll
buy
want to
that
advertise
fucking-
on this podcast.
Did you buy it at that pawn shop?
No, Kenzie got one too. It's Lou's mom. It's Lou's mom.
Oh.
She's our dental hygienist. Shout out to Lou. But yeah, the
boy.
apps for like proprietary. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm telling you. I don't
Does
know.
the LCBO have an app? Like that would be
I
an
don't
app
think
I
so.
would get if I could order my shit in advance and pick it up at the door.
Fuck yeah. That's
Fucking
a good
right.
idea, actually.
Yeah, why not?
That-
I'm cutting this part out of the podcast, selling that to them.
Fine.
Sell
sure.
it.
And I'm
That's
not
okay,
even
for
gonna
sure.
spit my fucking piece then.
Whoa, what's your piece?
What if just go in the liquor store and get your fucking booze? Just
But-
stop being such a lazy fuck.
No one's saying you're lazy.
You are lazy. Oh, I'm gonna get it here. It's gonna be ready. It's gonna be.
I've been having this conversation with your sister for
It's a
like
5-minute
a year.
fucking interaction.
The
Let's go in there.
Fortino's near our place is big enough that it has the pickup for groceries. You
hate
Oh,
order
yeah.
it
I hate
online
this so
and
much.
go get it, right?
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
me so mad.
What would
Really? I'm cool, man.
what would
I'm
it
cool
what would it
with
have
that.
to what would it have to cost for you guys to not do it? So you pay your regular fee, everything is the same price for the store stuff.
Uh-huh.
What would the extra fee have to be for you to go, nah, I'm not going to do it? Now keep in mind, we go to the store.
Mike's
probably-
saying he's not doing it for free.
Yeah, well, Mike might not do it for free. We go to the store once a week for a big shop, maybe once
Uh-huh.
every 10 days. We're talking $100 worth of shit.
Yeah.
So you're in there for a while.
Yeah.
What would the fee have to be where you'd be like, I'm going to go in and do the shopping myself. Thank you anyways.
I think it'd be fun. Whatever. Fuck this.
What would it have to be for you to not even consider it?
$5.
$5. What about you?
What was? Say
It
again.
costs $5 to have your groceries ready at the front. Are
They
you
bring
doing
it.
or
They
no?
don't even. Not even ready at the front. They bring it to your car.
They bring it to your car.
Yes.
Holy
they
fuck,
bring it
okay.
to your car.
You
You,
wanna
park
really-
in
you
one of the
wanna really
spots. They bring it
intrigue
to
me?
your car.
You want to really intrigue me? Bring it to my fucking house and put it in my cupboards and shit.
They can do that.
Amazon's calling your name, bud.
You're not coming in my house.
Not yet.
I'll
But
swing
pretty
on
soon
it.
there'll be a drone coming to your
No,
house
there won't. I'll
with
shoot it,
your
man.
apples and pears.
See, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. I like going out of my house and getting my own shit. I hate it when I have to go grocery shopping.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
But I also would not like it if somebody's just holding all my shit there for me. It would piss me
But
off.
think about the
It'd be
impulse
so
buys you
weird.
wouldn't buy.
I would get the same shit every time.
Do you think you'd buy less
I don't even- I
on
don't-
impulse or more on impulse? if you
Way
had to
less
go?
on impulse because you're not walking around the aisles being like,
So
"Oh,
what's
this
the
is on
fee
sale."
to bring it to your car? What would they have to charge for you to not do it?
I'm not fucking buying it.
$5.
$5.
Zero.
You wouldn't do it for $5.
I would do it. Anything over $5.
Anything over, you wouldn't do.
I'm
What would
not
you?
fucking.
And it also depends on the size of the order.
Okay.
If I'm going there for a bag of chips,
You
and
wouldn't
there's some
pay. You
pepperettes,
wouldn't
I'm
pay.
not fucking paying
you wouldn't
$5.
pay. I have
No,
never
it's
bought
like your
chips and
groceries.
pepperettes in the same trip
That's
alone.
a lot.
What would I not do it for? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what would the cost have to be?
It sounds like you're not on board. Period.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're
on board
anti.
for it.
You're
Really,
anti
I'm not a
grocery
fan of
delivery.
this. It just pisses me off because like I don't like going to the grocery store, but I like being a man and going
So there's
doing my own bidding.
So there's no.
fucking that's some
there's a lot of
Yeah,
those
man,
people are
if you
looking,
love
looking
groceries,
across
like
the.
groceries here, sir. Like get the fucking.
Does he have to be gay? What do you
So
mean?
you can get.
Why is
So
he
you can
how's
get.
that gay? He's just
you
some
can
fucking
get
pathetic kid.
as many dollars worth of groceries as you want delivered to your car for $3. That's what it costs. $3. They'll bring it to your car.
Do you know
for
what the detriment or whatever, like the thing that's holding me back from doing that?
Somebody
Yeah.
else touching all your shit.
No, I know what you're gonna say.
It's the prep. It's getting my list ready at home and being like, this is what exactly what I need, and then sending it.
Kenzie does that anyways.
I don't.
For
do that
me,
at all. I
the
go in there and I
downside
know I'm
is
getting.
the downside
I
for
know.
especially for the three of us who care about what we eat. You wouldn't get to pick your own produce. That's the downside for me. I want to pick
True
my own
that.
produce.
True that.
I want to pick my own produce. I want to
Absolutely.
pick my own chicken cutlets. I want to pick all that stuff. I don't want
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
to
I'm
run.
not
I don't want
trusting
someone
the
to run the gauntlet. Grab as much
Yeah,
as you can,
and
as
you-
fast
you-
as you can. And then,
Imagine the quality of avocados.
I
you
know,
get.
I know.
You buying bread, you know you're getting the fucking
That's right.
closest to stale
That's right.
bread. You're not getting the fresh shit in the back. You're getting the fucking rotated front shit.
Rotated front shit is the worst kind of shit.
It's
I
the
go
worst
through.
shit.
I go through a loaf of bread in like 3 days.
Do you?
Anyways, yeah.
We don't even eat bread over here.
I eat tons of bread.
No,
and
we
guess
don't.
what? I'm
Not a
going for
lot.
the fresh in the back. I'm
Sandwiches
Do
reaching.
you?
Yeah.
For lunch? No.
Breaks.
Yeah, we don't
Peanut butter
do that.
sandwich first break. Peanut butter sandwich before the gym. The gym.
The gym is
Yeah.
you need a snack before that.
I'm probably I'm 8 pieces of bread a day.
That's a lot.
8 pieces of bread a day.
Do you guys buy the half loaf at home or the full loaf?
Full loaf.
We buy like 4 and then
I
it's
buy
put in the
2
freezer.
full loaves. It's
I remember
gone in a week. 2
I've
full loaves
dated
a week.
I've dated girls who bought the half loaf and I never
What a
understood
waste.
it. I never understood it.
Break up
And they
the-
would
That's
they
why
would
they're
go
exes.
I did.
That's right.
And they would go, "Oh, well, sometimes we don't finish the full loaf."
Well, you don't eat the butt.
I eat the butt.
I will.
I
but
do
I
it all the time. I do it all the
you-
time.
The butt, you butter it with some sugar and just eat it raw. No problem.
Why do you eat sugar?
Raw.
Butter and sugar on the butt for
you
sure.
No, I peanut butter sandwich at the
P-
two ends.
PB?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Bread heels, bud.
Bread heels and grease.
What's that? Oh,
it's
heels.
fucking
Nice.
dry.
Old bread
Good idea,
heel.
Yeah. The trick is to eat the heels when it's fresh, because then it's got a nice crunch.
I had a bread heel this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Times are tough.
On the way
Times are
in?
fine. It's fine. It meant nothing. I was
You're not
like,
in
yeah,
struggle yet?
I'm just not eating fucking. Times are always tough here, but
Do you want to transition to Mike's notes before social commentary corner?
do you want to do social commentary last?
I want to
Mike's
do.
notes. Is it part of social
It's
commentary?
one fucking question.
Well, what do you have? Mike's notes. Mike's
I
getting his
already
phone
know
out.
what it is.
Okay.
I'll read. I'll read what I wrote.
For what it's
actually.
worth,
I'll read
Mike
what
has
I
had the
wrote.
same phone background for like the last 4
Is
years.
it Avalanche?
Just like a
Colorado.
regular Avalanche logo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like it was like cut and paste from the
Never mind.
NHL.com website.
Even
It's
with-
pixelated.
Even with ranting it out, we're fucking.
Mike's got a
6
file on
months.
his phone called Stonks, and he's opening it up, and here we are.
Alright.
Here we go.
So this is what I wrote. Okay, this is actually pretty good because you're
Okay.
actually kind of in this fucking position. I was thinking about it.
So I did get a little teaser today.
So
in the
if
gym.
you
I'm ready for this.
if you're at work or whatever and you aren't fully satisfied, you're kind of depressed with your job, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking about quitting,
Aren't we all?
right? You're thinking about quitting, but then your superior comes in and says, "Hey, man, we're gonna give you a promotion." Do you continue with your "I'm quitting" attitude, or do you take the promotion and then just like embrace it? Do you know what I mean?
What's the promotion entail? Pay raise,
Pay raise, whatever.
more responsibility,
Yeah. Like a typical-
standard promotion.
I like to know concrete steps towards it. Like, I want to know a timeline of when I'm going to receive it, not just like a dangling the carrot in front of you kind of situation where it's like, sometime down the line we're going to give you this, and they keep saying that, then it's like, go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if they say, in the new year, we're going to give you this, okay, wait till the new year. If they keep fucking pushing down the road, kicking the can, then you say, go fuck yourself.
He's pointing at me.
That's a pretty good answer. I agree with that.
I think that's probably right. The weird thing about promotions is that it's a zero-sum game for someone else and for you. So zero sum is where if you are getting a promotion, someone else is losing that promotion. So you got to think to yourself, oh, for sure, man.
Not at my job, at least.
Fuck, where I am for sure. There's a lot of people gunning for these positions. And so people, if you get a promotion, for you to get one, even if it's like promised to you, there has to be some understanding that, you know, someone else is not going to get this who wants it.
Not the case.
No? So for us, I would say the same thing. Timeline's important, and also I want to know not only the timeline and what to expect as far as timeline, but I also want to know what exactly am I going to have to do in this new role? Is it going to be expanded, you know, day-to-day duties, or is it going to be expanded like admin duties, expanded HR, LR, whatever? Am I going to have to supervise somebody? Is going to be some this cat needs a promotion big time. This cat causing a lot of problems on the table. Yeah, but like the promotion thing is like a tool. I honestly view this as a management tool in some cases, and I don't ever fault them for using this because it can motivate somebody who needs that extra kick.
Trust me, yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. But also, you can't tell someone that, you know, this is like a fool me once, fool me twice situation where if you buy it the first time, fine. But if you buy it again, you really got to hold somebody's feet to the fire and make them accountable.
It's hard to do that to your boss.
Well,
unless you just put him in a position where you're like, all right, I'm going to fucking quit then.
Well, you got to make yourself valuable enough, but also you could say to your boss, like, look, you told me this. If you want to give me a promotion, put it in writing.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, that's what emails are for. Emails are for good reply alls and putting stuff in writing.
Yeah, we don't do emails. Like where I'm at.
Can you get a T-bomb from your boss?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
Slack
shit.
group?
Like, sup?
Doesn't mean shit. Hey, sup, man? We're bumping you up.
Promotion coming.
We're bumping you up, bro. That's what my boss said to me.
Bumping you up. He's like, what does that mean? Are we hanging out on the weekend?
A man in an Armani suit came by my desk and told me he's bumping me up, bro.
Just holds up a key.
Here's your promotion.
Thanks, man.
I guess, what about this as a follow-up to the Mike's Notes question of the week? What level would you have to get to where you no longer considered a promotion to be to your benefit? Like, I know for a lot of people, promotions sound good because it's a bit more money, but, you know, would you take on like extra stress for an extra 10% salary, something like that?
We were just talking about this, and holy fuck, I'm losing my voice. Well, I know from experience, not my personal experience, but like at my job, like at my work, that managers, a lot of the time when they first get promoted, like from my position to a manager, they actually have to take a pay cut technically because you're not getting paid overtime, but your hours increase to overtime hours. So no, you're not. You're on a salary.
You need a union.
So you're not paying. Yeah. So you're still. You have to work 45 hours a week, but you're not getting paid for that extra 5 hours. So and they don't compensate enough. So you're taking home more, but you're working a lot more.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
So it's not worth it unless you're really trying to like excel. If you're like young, you get that job. Fuck yeah, you go balls to the wall to try to make it to the next level. To try to make it to the next level.
Then you just get that experience, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was like, where I was at before, I was just saying to Will coming in, it's like probably like in about 8 months I'll be going up, moving up in my apprenticeship or whatever, and I'll be making $100 more than I was making at my old job, working about 10 hours every 2 weeks less.
Yeah.
Right, and that's because I decided to say fuck this, to quit. Took a pay cut for 2 years straight, and then now it's like, okay, finally it's starting to kind of come together. It's like, because now I'm like, I'm going to get paid the same. I'm going to be getting paid more and working less, which is what I want to be at. And like we were talking earlier, like I was working with these guys today that I work with, and then they have a company on the side, and then they make fucking tons of money. They make tons of money with their regular job, and then they do this side shit on the side, just like cherry on top, and you're just like, would you want to work that much? I'm like, yeah, these guys are down because they're getting paid properly, like for their side hustle. Like they're getting banked for their side hustle. So it's like, that's motivation in itself to be like, I'll work the extra hours and it's worth it.
Right.
Like a lot like what you're saying, the situation you're saying, like the manager is whatever, he's working more, getting paid the same. It's shit.
Yeah.
It's a terrible deal.
Like technically your take home is the same. I mean, it's more.
But it's not.
But
you're working for free.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if I just chose to work overtime, I can make what he makes. You know,
which is and you have to do less. That's such a corporate thing.
Yeah,
it's so annoying. Like that's so corporate.
well, it's seen as like a stepping stool, kind of, you know? Like, you shouldn't want to be a manager for your whole fucking career.
No.
You want to become a director or like a...
Yeah. That's your guys. I don't know.
The trick for like director, manager, whatever level you want to be at is to find a level where you're getting the most value for the time you spend at the office and for the time you spend out of the office. And sometimes that means, I got buddies who are in middle management, buddies who are a little higher than that, and buddies who are a little lower than that. And the general consensus is you want to be working a job where you've maxed out your sort of, salary, quote unquote salary, at the 35 and a half or 37 and a half hours per week. You got time to see your family, time to do something on the side if you want.
Right.
And you're constantly padding your best earning years, right? In the Fed, there's this sort of step system where if you make it to 5 years in the same classification, they call it, you're not going to get pay raises after that based on meritocracy. You're going to have to look for a reclassification and advance your career. And that means you have to take on more responsibility.
Right.
That's a difficult system to work in sometimes, but also it's, for all the knocks it gets, and I hear about a lot of them as the union guy, it's a good way for you to like take your own future into your hands. If you want to develop the position and find a way to like make yourself indisposable in different ways, you can do it. And you probably work, again, like you guys were saying, you'll take on extra responsibility for a few years maybe and not get paid for it. But then the position will require that extra work and that extra knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll get paid for it. And these things matter. And, the directors, I'm pretty tight with the directors, and they I think, gun to their head, they might say that they wish they were maybe 1 or 2 levels lower or had less responsibility or, at the very least, they don't want to think about work before they go to sleep at night.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not doing that. I don't think any of us are doing that, right? Yeah. We're all making decent money. I'm not thinking about work before I go to bed.
Fuck no.
I never.
Very rarely will I even think about work at home at all.
It's out of the ordinary, right?
If I'm thinking about work, it's because I'm down and thinking about work. Yeah. It's not because I fucking like stress. I'm like fuck. Like I'm fired up about the next day.
Sometimes I will
I'm like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's the difference between your kind of job and my kind of job. Like, I'm thinking about a big task I got to do, and I'm, like, excited to do it. Like, you guys, your tasks and my tasks are different, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting psyched up to go fucking yank wire through a pipe.
Well, because when your task is done, it's done. For me, it's not done.
It's ongoing,
It's never finished.
It's never done.
That's what I read a little while ago. I was reading this, like, article on, like, cubicle living, and they're saying, like, there's a very fine line between giving your all for your boss and your job and understanding that no matter how hard you work, the pile of paper on your desk is never going to go to zero.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, there's no need to, like, grind yourself to dust to get this stuff done. Because the next day, this is going to be more there for you, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work.
Which is, like, it sounds like a negative, but at the same time, it's consistent, right?
And it's healthy. Working. It's healthy. Like, to think that way, right?
You always have things to do. Like, that's the detriment in my field.
Yeah.
We can just run out of work. We can just work ourselves out of a job. Like that's the negative.
Slow down.
Nah, it doesn't like
slow right down.
That's the union attitude.
More trips.
My company
to McDonald's.
Not do that. We do not do that.
Definitely don't get the grocery store app. Spend all the time you can shopping.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm at.
Do you want to go? Okay.
I like doing things. I like doing my own biddings. I like my job.
We're gonna go to social commentary corner.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Wrap this up.
What were we talking about?
I got one for you this week. This is controversial, but it's near and dear to me.
Great.
You say it's controversial. It's probably not.
It is controversial.
You think everything's controversial?
Yeah, we just had an election here, and and I had a sign on my lawn.
Yeah, and the opposite one, eh?
I had a conservative sign on my lawn.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I am not a jab. Just the truth.
I am within my rights to have that sign in Boat Harbor.
We're not saying you don't.
Yeah, Joey.
But
it's like only a defensive guy does something around here.
The social commentary corner I want to go with is people who reach out to you to tell you how you should be voting based on your situation. And so I'll tell you my experience. Okay, my experience.
Interaction at work.
Couple of text messages, different conversations at work, and even Instagram DMs from people, who are my friends. And I don't expect everyone to be like as up on politics as I am, but for you to be
politicians aren't even as up.
But for you to be completely uninformed oblivious to what's going on.
That's me.
And also,
I didn't even know
you know,
that was
these sort of strong opinions with no information behind them. There's nothing worse. And we're in a climate now where people feel emboldened to tell you what you should be doing based on something they think they know from a reporter who only told them a half-truth in a publication like we talked about earlier that
Media
has
biases.
no credibility anymore. I'm tired of it. You should never be telling somebody else how they should be voting. Even in our house, your sister and I talk about voting. I would never tell her what I think or what I want her to do, and she would never tell me that she thinks I'm wrong about my vote.
Yeah, my parents had differing views, and that was fine.
Yeah,
That's not even an argument, right? They're just like they'll have a conversation about political views, sure, but they never at one point ever try to skew the other's opinion. They're just like, yeah, just do what you want to do.
My mom's never told me once what she's even voted for.
We
We talk about finance a lot at my house, never politics.
Yeah.
Never.
We talk politics. We talk about issues. We talk about like whatever, just
current events.
yeah. We talk about that, what's going on, but we never say, oh, well, the conservatives did this, so we should probably vote this. Like it's like that's never been a thing. Like my dad's like, I'll probably vote Rhino Party, and I'm sitting there at the toll booth looking at it. I'm just like.
The toll booth.
Or whatever you want to call it.
Ballot box?
Sorry. See? I
I was at the toll booth.
had to pay my 25
You had
cents
to
to
vote
go
at the
vote.
top.
No, but
That's
this is you know, the situation as it kind of should be, where your parents talk to you about stuff, but they don't ever like tell you.
They've always done that with
What you
drugs,
should-
alcohol,
you
all
know?
that shit. They've always been like, well, we do it, so we can't say anything to you, but like you shouldn't do it yet, or
Exactly,
or don't
yeah.
be an idiot. I'm like, okay, so they've never said you can't do this, because all that would do for me is make me want to do the exact opposite. So it's like it would probably be the same thing. You told Kenzie to vote liberal, she'd probably vote conservative. So if you want to play reverse psychology, you can have a double conservative.
Should
vote
remember
instead.
that. Should remember that
Right?
for next year.
You
or
can
the
just
next
trick her.
election.
You can trick her and be like, you have to vote liberal. You fucking conniving hunk of shit.
Do you guys? You don't have a political office, eh? Like you were telling us a couple weeks ago that you guys don't like. You barely even know anybody you work with.
Man, they fucking give a fuck about like Romanian politics and shit. They'll talk about that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fucking listen.
It's
to that.
easier to have skin in that game because there's no like direct consequence. No one
They
will
just talk about how
ostracize you.
corrupt it is over
And
there.
then nothing matters. They're already here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That politics is just like a TV show.
That's right.
Yeah, they were
That's
like,
right.
oh,
like
my
American
company
Idol.
or my country was voted more corrupt than yours. Ha ha ha. They laugh about that shit. I'm like, yeah, because they're
both in
fucking
Canada,
here. Like,
yeah.
you know, they don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
They're all
There's
in
no
Canada.
problems.
Like it's fucking insane.
I don't know. I like the place I work is not overtly political because we have
Well,
you know.
it is.
Well, it is, but there's like ethical
It's kind of
standards.
like a volatile conversation to have in your place.
Yeah, there's ethical
Yeah.
standards you have to live up to. So like I'll talk to people I'm close with at work about this kind of stuff, and you know we keep it all confidential. And I don't agree with a lot of people at work, and you know I'm sure there's other disagreements in the building on these kind of topics, but
I don't know why that's even a thing. Though.
well because
It's politics.
I'll tell you why.
Should be allowed to talk about
Because
it.
it's low hanging fruit for people who are emotional, reactionary.
So like 90%.
Well, some people feel so strongly about
That's
it.
right. That's right. There's like these tribal alliances now with politicians or political parties, and it's
bored of it.
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Oh my God,
It's
it's
Hobby,
ridiculous.
build a fucking model train.
Yeah. Go get a canoe.
Something.
Jump out of a plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's not go too far here.
No, let's go
parachute,
further without
parachute.
that. Leave it. I hope
Yeah.
it's full of forks and
But
spoons.
this is something that's come up a bunch of times, like in my personal life over the last like 10 years, right? We've had obviously the Trump election. Now we've had 2 Canadian elections in the meantime, and you know, European politics is a whole other story. I mean, we have a friend who lives
They
over
have
in Europe,
wars.
right?
Yeah.
Wars over there.
Yeah, no shit. We have like a friend who lives in Europe. Carla obviously
Yeah.
lives in Europe, and you know, I'm sure she's got a stance on
Oh, you're fucking right.
Brexit and whatever, right? And that's you know, she's within her rights to
Nah,
have that stance.
probably
but,
not her.
You know,
She doesn't have a stand.
yeah, she's never
Come
thought
see,
of
come
it.
saw.
She's never thought about it. Yeah,
She's always been pretty indifferent on things.
she's apolitical. Yeah. Anyway, the point is that people have all these
We still love
ideas
you, Carl,
about what
a
they
lot.
should be doing and what other people should be doing based on what they think they know.
Is this still the fucking question?
Yeah, this is the last comment.
I forgot the question.
You shouldn't be messaging people and like villainizing them for something you think that they think.
Yeah.
Because I've never told these people what I think. They think they know what I think. And so the lesson from this is, as soon as you are mind reading, you're already a loser.
Is that worse? Because like what happens at my work, or what has happened recently, is they just start talking to you as if you already have the same mindset as them. So they're like, fucking Trudeau.
Are they feeling you out?
You what the fuck? Like, no, there's no feeling out. It's like they just come in with their views, assuming you have the same views. So like, can you fucking believe this guy? I'm like, well, if I don't, I'm so impartial. I don't fucking give a fuck. But like, if I had a stance, you might have just offended me so badly.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I don't have a stance, so I don't care. So I just roll with the punches.
What about the job site?
So recently, actually, I was literally in a room. Guy was wiring up a light, and I was helping him. Like I was just in the room. I was doing something, and he goes, "So, you gonna vote, Michael?" And I'm just like, looking, and I'm like,
let's get into it.
And I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, oh, who are you thinking about voting for? I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like I have an idea, but I'm like, it's kind of like I'm picking, right? Like I'm not.
Yeah, ever heard of the Rhino Party?
Right? Yeah, Rhino Party. Obviously, I'm fucking being one of the 110 voters, and I was proudly.
Is that how many that guy got?
110.
It was in the group chat. I forget what the name was.
Me and my dad were 109 and 110 as a joke. I was like, well, everyone's gonna win, so I'm gonna vote Rhino. Get a seat, maybe. But so the guy goes, he's like standing on top of a ladder, he's looking down at me. This guy's like nearing retirement. He's like 62.
He's on the ladder looking down on you, like in reality,
yeah,
or like
this is both.
And he wants to
literally,
and he wants to know who you're voting for.
Yeah, he's like, who are you voting for? And I'm just like, I don't know. I was thinking NDP at the time, to be honest. I was like. But then, like, I actually, like, read into it. I was like, I don't like the way that NDP is doing things. Like, I like their views, but I don't like their spending habits and blah, 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 all that shit. And he's just like, oh, yeah, like, NDP is probably the right choice, but, like, you got to understand, like, he's going in about how, like, liberal is good for the union and the working man and blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
vote with your brothers.
So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I understand that. I'm still allowed to have, like, I'm not, like, conservatives not helping me at all. Which is fine, right? I'm like, okay, so I'm not voting conservative, but I understand, like, whatever. They're gonna. It's one of two. NDP's not gonna fucking win. They're gonna get a couple seats. Whatever.
They got trounced. Right? They got rinsed.
They will every time, but they always like they are so close. They're the closest one out of Green Party and Rhino Party, I guess, and Bloc Québécois.
What the fuck that is? Yeah.
Should have voted for
BQ. They're the three, right? They're the big three. It's conservative and liberal every time. Right, every time. NDP, they have face in the game though, like they do. They're not going to win, but they have a viewer, they have a following, which is fine. They're never going to win, but they have a following, and like now they're bringing in like the Indian guy, the Sukhpreet Singh guy. So now they have like
Jagmeet Singh.
Yeah, they got a
Sukhpreet Singh is there too.
Sorry,
Jagmeet is there.
Sorry, whatever. See, I don't really follow. That was close, but anyway, like now they're bringing in they're bringing in culture. They're doing a whole bunch of shit. They're doing a bunch of shit right.
Right.
But like they're still not gonna win. I know you're fucking thinking I'm saying this like I'm.
No, they'll never win. You're right. You're 100% right.
I am.
And they're trying. They're
doing whatever
they're trying to have some broad appeal.
Which is cool, man. There's nothing to be.
You're right. They're not gonna win like that.
Their platform is shit. It's shit. I'm reading it. I'm like, this is so unreal.
Jagmeet, I know you've lost like half of your political influence over the last week. So if you have time, you want to come on the show,
please don't.
send me a DM.
You
can come on the show.
Sackpreet.
We got a mic for you.
Sorry, man.
But you got to bring your own mic.
Get your name right.
You got to bring your own XLR cord because we got this new thing going, and we don't have an extra mic for you.
But like, man, they did everything properly except their platform's trash. Like they're just like, oh, like they're trying to win by gimmicks, like liberals did with, oh, we'll legalize marijuana. They're like, oh, we'll give you 3 weeks holidays mandatory.
That blackface gimmick was pretty good.
That was, and he's still trounced. That's how stupid this media shit is. Like Justin Trudeau, like 10 years ago, did blackface. Let's get him. It's like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. It was stupid.
It's an interesting like political landscape where you can do blackface, and you know,
I did in grade 1.
as much as I disagree with like different politicians, you know, policy positions, I would never try and like crucify a guy for a Halloween costume.
It doesn't mean
I would never do
anything.
Was he in a
you know, I don't know what it was. I would, but like the thing is like that. If that's your strategy,
To win?
It's not good.
It's like-
it's
it's
not
like-
good. Don't try and hang people to drive for Halloween costume from 20 years ago. What was it? 10 years ago? It was 20 years ago.
Whatever.
now.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's playground banter. Who cares
Yeah,
about that
exactly,
shit?
exactly.
What about his
You think
politics?
he feels that way? Fuck no, he doesn't
I
feel
know.
that way.
I know.
You
I
want
know.
to win? Attack his politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh no! Attack his character. That's gonna do it. It's like who fucking cares? If he's the right guy for the job, he's clearly is. Like
You could have
in
fucked
that-
1,000
Won
voters. I don't
twice
give a fuck.
now. He's a 2-term prime minister.
Right?
That's a short list,
and
right?
like it doesn't
So-
matter. Like if the conservative guy did that,
Yeah.
if he has the right politics, he's still gonna win.
Yeah,
100%.
the liberals attacked him for he has like a dual citizenship or something, or he's like a U.S. citizen.
Get him.
Yeah, sick 'em boys.
Yeah.
It's the like that's
Is that a Nexus pass? I don't think so.
like all the effort. Like this is what pisses me off about politics. Like I know you're super into it. You're not. I'm like.
I'm not that indicated in politics. I don't really care,
You're
to
into
be honest.
politics.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general.
Oh yeah,
Like,
sure.
Like the thing that pisses me off the most is they don't like when it, especially when it comes down to election time. I'm sitting there and like driving to work, or whatever. I got the radio on, and then I hear just like, "Did you hear what Justin said?"
Oh
my god! And it's just like,
Justin.
why? Like, why are you guys?
Does he know you're
focusing-
calling him that?
It's like, why are you guys
Yeah.
focusing on him, like attacking him as a person? Attack his views, his politics. Do that. That's what's gonna get people's interest. Like nobody's like, oh my god, yeah, he's really cute and his hair's really nice, but he's just not ready. It's just like,
Yeah.
why are you just like?
That
what
was
are
the
you-
commercial, right?
Yeah,
it was
he's
the
just
commercial, yeah.
not ready. It's
Yeah.
like you guys are so shit at your job.
Yeah.
There's so many other things you could say, and you could still be clever and make it entertaining.
Well, look
and
what happened in
affect
the
politics.
States. That's all they fucking did to Trump, and it didn't fucking work.
This goes back to what we said an hour ago about news media
Oh,
and
it's-
like
yeah,
like
it's ridiculous.
where you should be putting your time as like a consumer
This is
of
a political
print.
podcast.
Yeah,
man.
it's
This
Sure
is the
was,
most
yeah.
this most political.
God,
one
I've
we've
got
done.
to apologize.
We had an election this weekend.
The thing
Maybe
is
that's
that
what it was.
it's too important a job to like let it go the direction of TikTok and just look for eyes and
look for
ads
Trump.
and
Is Trump on
click hits.
TikTok?
Yeah, Trump.
He's not.
But Trump
No,
is
he's not.
Trump is
He's not.
TikTok.
You know what the other question I was going to lead with the podcast or lead the podcast with today was? The
You wanna end on
Vatican.
it? We're an hour 30.
Okay, well we'll end on this. The Vatican released
start.
released a app and a click and a click
Like a
to
remote
and
prayer app?
and a click to pray rosary.
No.
If
Does it do this?
and so if eternal salvation was only one click away,
Can you be gay?
would
and have it?
you pray more or pray less?
Can you be gay and have it?
They can't stop you.
Is it for like the religious on the go, where it's like I'm fucking busy, I'm on commute, let's pray.
If you're busy but still want eternal salvation, I don't know.
What if I'm eating like shrimp?
I'm gonna
and
find it right
trying
now.
to pray.
We will end on this. Once I find it, I'll show you guys, and we can talk about this for a minute.
Our Lord and Savior. Jesus
It's the
Christ.
click.
This is a Christian podcast. This is
It's the
pathetic.
pray
Just Brandly new.
pray
Oh,
rosary
Ricky.
app.
Brandly new fucking Christian podcast.
I guarantee millions of people have already downloaded it though.
I don't know if they ever know.
How much
for
more
sure.
money does the Vatican need? Isn't it made of gold?
This is on. This
The
is from
whole
Vatican.
state
This is
is
from
weird.
The whole
VaticanNews.com.
country?
VaticanNews.com.
It's a reputable source,
Which
not biased at all.
Which I can only imagine uses this picture for almost every press release because I don't know what else they have besides a bunch of-
E-rosary? Is
a
that what
bunch
it's
of old guys
called?
Praying, yeah. It's a click to pray rosary. So here's the item, okay, in question. That's the
No,
product.
it's a smart rosary.
That's the product, yeah.
Oh, you get an item?
That's right.
Jokes.
That's right. Amen.app.
No way.
Yeah, you spell it am.n. That's the app. So would you pray more or less if you had this available to you?
Oh, so it's like linked up to God, so he knows how many times you're pressing your
Jesus
rosary.
knows how many times you log in.
God's getting lots of likes, man.
I know.
Lots of likes.
That's
Best
it.
Instagram account, God. 7.2 billion.
We're done.
Everyone. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to episode 4. Please subscribe and send us a voice note because we need some content for next week.
They really do.
You guys rock.
That's it. Goodbye.